Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video we are going to learn how we can share our view model across the fragments. So let's begin. So first of all, you need to add some dependency on your build.gradle module app level file. So this is our build.gradle module app level file, and here some plugins, and these are some dependencies. Actually, I will put my GitHub repository link on the description. You can go and copy all these dependencies, and on the project level build.gradle add these dependencies. Okay, and after that just close all these two. So after that you have to create some fragments. So I create a package fragments, and in the fragments I can create 3 fragments. So just right click, new fragments, blank fragment, give your name, finish it. So it will create our fragments. Okay, fine. And after that, on your activity main, add this fragment container view, create a navigation resource directory, and under this directory create a navigation XML file, and add these 3 fragments, and all the 3 fragments actually you want to add it and make a connection on it. Okay, so these are the some prerequisite. And after that go in our fragment first, and if you don't want to do this scratch, then you simply copy all these files and just continue for tutorials. So this is our fragment first. I'm using 4 edit text and a button. In our second fragment I using 4 text view, 1 edit text and a button, nothing special. And on the third fragment I use some edit text. Okay, so now simply close all this. So first thing, we are sharing our view model, so we have to create our view model. So for this I am going to new Kotlin class file, and here giving our name shared view model. Yes, it is a class. This is not shift F6, this is not capital O, it's small o, and extend this thing by view model. Okay, fine. So in our Daggerhilt we have to create our app, an app file. So Kotlin class, and I'm going to give name base application. Yes, it is a class, and extend this with application, annotate with Hilt Android app, and register this in our manifest. So yes, you can see base application, and just close all this thing. Yes, shared view model. So just create a constructor, and just before our constructor use view model inject to initialize our view model. And within our view model I'm going to create some variables. So for that I'm using variable. First I'm using name, which is type string, and it is basically late minute. So late minute var, and late minute var I have name is semester, and let me check. So name is semester year. So just create a year of type string. And in our second fragment your session, so basically late init var session, which is also a type of string. And yes, these are the 5 variables in our view model. So now what I need to do, go in our first fragment, and I'm using a Android entry point so that we can inject our view model here. So I'm using private val, so view model which is of type shared view model. So shared view model, and I'm going to use delegate function. So you use view models. Okay, but now when you want to share this particular view model across the fragment, you did not use this view model delegate. Instead you use activity view model. Okay, so this view model will actually live until our activity. So when our activity destroy, this view model is destroyed. But in case of view models, the view model will actually live when until our fragment live. Okay, so that's the difference between these two. So now just copy this thing, go in our second fragment, paste over here. We use injection in our fragments, so that's why I annotate it with @android entry point. So annotate similarly android entry point, just paste this private val view model, shared view model by activity view model. So now go in our first fragment, and after clicking you just want to initialize our view models data. So view model basically view model member variables. So first is our age, so I'm using view dot age. So view dot age dot text dot toString, yes. And second is our view model name, use view dot name dot text dot toString, yes. View model, I guess year, is equals to view dot year dot text, so text dot toString. Okay, so view model session semester, yes, semester is equals to view dot semester dot text dot toString. Okay, so this is our first fragment. So what I do here, I simply initialize our member variables present in our view models. Okay, and after that I simply navigate to our second fragment. So in our second fragment we simply want to set our data which is present in our view model variables to the text view. View dot secage dot text, and I'm using our view model dot age, view model dot name. So similarly view dot sec semester view model dot semester. Okay, so use text too, so text, yes. View dot, so we have a stream which is edit text, no, year dot text which is equals to view model dot year. And within our submit set on click listener, so this is basically our button, so I'm just showing you. So fragment second, and this is our button, you can submit. Okay, so second fragment submit, and we have our edit text. So by using our view model dot session, we simply use our edit text, so view dot sec underscore semester, which is a no, so let me check. So fragment second, so a second stream, okay, so sec stream dot text dot toString. Okay, so similarly just like setting our view model data to the text, I'm simply, when our button is pressed, so what I do, I simply take the text which is present in our edit text and navigate to the third fragment. So here I'm in our third fragment, and now I'm using on view created, just remove this thing, and now I'm simply set our view model the member variable data to the text view present in our fragment third. So similarly third age dot text is equals to view model dot age, so session, and third age year. Similarly use year. So now actually I am doing all these things. So what I do, take the input in our first fragment and show our first fragment input to the second fragment test view, and take a new input which is our session, and on our third fragment just simply show all these member variable data to the third fragment. So I am running our application right now. Okay, so our application will run successfully, and I'm enter our what happened. Yes, so yes, so I'm enter some data, and step 2 you can see here the data which I was enter in our first fragment is actually come in our second fragment, because we actually store our data to the view model. So now I'm using shared view model. So now I'm simply entering our stream, so CSE, submit this thing, and you can see all the data which I was entered in our first and second fragment will reflected on the third fragment. But now just see the difference when I use here delegate view model. So yes, view models, and similarly in our second fragment, so second fragment and third fragment. Yes, now I'm running our application, and yes, it will running. So now I'm entering some data. So my year is third, and just press step 2, and you can see here our model will basically stop. Our application will basically stop because the view model which is present in the fragment first is fine, but when we click submit, then we navigate our second fragment. So in our second fragment, so this fragment will actually have a different view model. So this view model will not have the data, this view model.h, because it is late in it. So that's why we can't share our view model by using delegate view model. So you have to use activity view models. Okay, so that's the thing. So use activity view models in order to share your view models across the fragment. Okay, so that's all for this video, and if you like my video, please subscribe my channel so that more videos I uploaded regularly, and it will actually motivate me. So that's why. So thank you for watching this video.